thanks for staying with us. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service speaks on customs advancements in the country. Also on customs support, drugs worth millions of naira intercepted by one of the commands in Lagos. Plus, more report. I am Egiseme Itinye. Stay tuned. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service has said that the service will always maintain the rules and regulations governing the operation of clearance of goods at the port. The Customs Controller General made this statement when professionals visited him in Abuja, where they paid him a courtesy call on how the Nigerian Customs Service operates.
In customs, we do not look at criminalities from the narrow perspective of smuggling, which we fight. As you can see from what we have seen here, we believe in the power of collaboration. We believe that when we come together, we can make more impact. We can achieve more with less when we collaborate. And this is why we welcome the collaboration which you have offered to us. So we will be working with designated officials regarding the February events, which would be a summit to highlight the issues around human trafficking in Nigeria. What we saw here basically also speak to what we do as part of our agency mandate in supporting other agencies of government. But then there are some that have wider implications for the environment, like this one. This speaks to sustainability, environmental sustainability. What we have here are animals. We also do the same thing for some plants. So both for fauna and flora, there are conventions which Nigeria is a party to.
The Customs Area Controller in charge of PTL imports has seized drugs worth millions of naira. So the drugs were intercepted by its men and other agencies present at the port.
The Port and Terminal Multi-Services Limited (PTML) command of the Nigerian Customs Service has intercepted a total of 50 packages containing 20 parcels each of illicit drugs worth 29.4 billion naira. The seizure, made on the 7th October 2025, was brought to the attention of the area comptroller, Comptroller Joe Anani, during the process of disinfecting 39 empty containers that were brought into the country for loading of export consignments, where a 1 times 20 feet container number GCNU 1332851 was discovered. The command immediately swung into action and invited the NDLEA, Department of State Service, Police Anti-Bomb Squad, among others.
On the 7th of October 2025, the terminal operator brought to the attention of the command that in the process of disinfecting 39 empty containers that were brought into the country for loading of export consignment, it discovered some suspicious item in a 1 by 20 feet container number GCNU 1332851. The command immediately conducted joint examination on the container with other sister agencies, including the NDLEA, Department of State Security Services, and other sister agencies at the port. A total of 50 packages containing 20 parcels each were found inside the container. Rapid tests conducted on the substance found in the container tested positive for cocaine, and it was jointly weighed with officers of the Nigerian Customs Service and National Drug Law Enforcement agencies. And the total weight of the substance was found to be 1,000 kilograms, approximately 1 ton.
It was jointly weighed by the command and other security sister agencies to be weighing 1,000 kilograms, that's 1 ton.
The duty paid value of the cocaine stands at 29 billion 403 million 738,000 naira only. Furthermore, all other empty containers that were imported among the said containers were jointly examined by other port agencies, and they were found to be empty. From our preliminary investigation, relying on the history of the movement of the container obtained from the terminal operator, it was loaded on a vessel as an empty container at the last port of call, which is Freetown Port, Sierra Leone. No arrest was made, as there was no consignee in respect of the container arriving in Nigeria, since it did not come in as import. The terminal operator brought it empty to be used for the conveyance of export goods.
Duty paid value of the cocaine was put at 29.4 billion naira.
The Customs Area Controller in charge of Port Harcourt 2 has stated that the Nigerian Customs Service will continue to generate more revenue for the country. So the Customs will make sure that all rules as applied by government will be used for the clearance of goods at the port. She speaks more on a number of issues.
The Nigerian Customs Service NCS Port Harcourt Area 1 Command achieved a record-breaking revenue collection of 33.7 billion naira in October 2025, a remarkable 272% increase compared to 9.79 billion naira collected in the same month in 2024. The figure represents the highest monthly revenue in the command's history. Controller Salamatu Atuluku, the Customs Area Controller, disclosed these figures during a media briefing at the Port Harcourt Command headquarters, highlighting the command's cumulative revenue from January to October 2025 at 247.4 billion naira. This marks a 51% growth compared to 164 billion naira collected during the same period in 2024. With an annual revenue target of 216 billion naira, the command has exceeded its target by over 31 billion naira, even with 2 months remaining in the year. Atuluku credited the achievements to strategic leadership, renewed operational discipline, and strong collaboration among officers and stakeholders.
For the month of October 2025, the Port Harcourt Area 1 Command collected a significant total revenue of 33.753 billion naira, as against 9.079 billion naira collected in the corresponding month of October 2024. This is the highest revenue collection in the history of the command and represents an extraordinary increase of about 272%, a record that will stand as a testament to our collective commitment and improve efficiency of our operational process. Equally impressive in the command cumulative revenue for the period of January to October 2025, which stand at 247.461 billion naira compared to 164.080 billion naira collected within the same period in 2024. Translate to a commendable growth of about 51%, demonstrating the command's steady and consistent revenue performance. With a 2025 annual revenue target of 216 billion naira and a monthly average target of 18.07 billion naira, I am pleased to inform you that as at October 2025, the command has already surpassed its annual target by over 31 billion naira, with 2 powerful more to go. This achievement is not accidental. It is the result of strategic leadership, renewed operational discipline, and unwavering dedication of officers and men under my watch. One of the innovative tools that has greatly enhance our revenue performance is Unified Custom Management System, popularly known as Bodogu, a digital analytics and monitoring platform designed to track analysis and optimize revenue collection process. Through Bodogu, we have been able to identify bottlenecks, improve data accuracy, and ensure real-time revenue accountability. This innovation has greatly supported our drive towards operational transparency and efficiency. We have also strengthened collaboration with stakeholders, including sister government agencies, to ensure that all processes are conducted with mutual respect, accountability, and understanding. Our partnership with stakeholders continue to yield positive results in enhancing transparency, encouraging voluntary compliance, and reducing disputes at the port. I must commend the officers and men of the Port Harcourt Area 1. I commend for their integrity and tireless effort in delivering on our mandate. Despite operational challenges, they have demonstrated exceptional commitment to duty and embrace innovation in their daily assignments. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, when we speak of revenue, we are not merely speaking of statistics. We are speaking of the resources that drive national development. They fund our power road construction, healthcare delivery, education, and security infrastructure. While we celebrate this achievement, the Port Harcourt Area 1 Command is not resting on its laurels. We will continue to pursue excellence through enhanced intelligence-driven operation, continuous stakeholders engagement, and the full deployment of automation tools to strengthen compliance and trade facilitation.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The National President of COA visited Idiroko FOU and Semeboda during the week to show that the Nigerian Customs Service COA will continue to work according to the rules as applied by the Nigerian government. So the COA will also promote activities in the 3 zones and other zones in the country.
The Customs Officers' Wives Association, COA, under the leadership of its national president, Kikelomo Adeniyi, has launched the Green Border Initiative, GBSI, at the Nigerian Customs Service Semi-Border Command, Badagry. The event featured a symbolic tree planting, medical outreach, and an empowerment program for women and families in the border community. Representing the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, Assistant Comptroller General Mohammed Babandede, commended the Semi-Border Command for its commitment to community engagement and environmental sustainability.
The National President of COA, I thank you. Why do I thank you? We all know water is life, so also air is life. We have been having challenges of environmental degradation, climate change. In fact, let me localize it. The issue of insecurity we are facing in this country is as a result of climate change. Herders had to move from the north because the trees were cut off down to the south or to the middle belt where we are having challenges. My appeal to you, Ma, is this should not stop in the borders. Take it to all the corners and crannies of this nation.
We feel in Seme, we must support you. You are doing very, very well. You are doing very, very well. You see, on a lighter note, if you go to a meeting with Oga in the morning, it's calm. But by the time in the afternoon, the tension is so high. You look at it, let this Oga calm down. Oga, calm down. By the time he goes home and come back, he looks refreshed. That shows he has a good, not the kind of wife that when you are going home, sir, you'll be scared. Madam have been very supportive to our Oga. And I will tell you categorically, by giving him a conducive environment at home, it shows in we officers.
COA, as you know, is all about empowerment. Our mission is to see that every woman has something sustainable doing. You know, most times our husbands leave us in one state and they go to serve Nigeria while they are defending this country, pursuing smugglers, creating wealth for Nigeria by generating revenue. We are back home taking care of the home and the children. And that's why COA came together. COA started on a mission to just foster relationship amongst customs officers' wives. But I can tell you that we've grown beyond just fostering relationship or creating bond. COA has gone global. We are international now. We have empowered over 250 women just in Abuja, and we have also empowered across Nigeria and other customs formation. To see our women doing something that gives us joy. And I can attest today that women have started using the starter kits that we gave.
The publisher of Port News has said that Nigerian Customs Service will continue to manage and implement all rules as applied by government. So the Nigerian Customs Service will make sure that all goods brought into the country should properly check and sent down for proper investigation for clearance at the port. According to him, he said in 30 years of his operation in the country, the industry has continued to promote good government and advancement in the industry, including the maritime industry in Nigeria. He speaks more on a number of issues.
Veteran maritime journalist and publisher of the first specialized maritime publication, Port News, Wale Oni, has called for decisive action to revive Nigeria's maritime sector, urging stakeholders to confront long-standing challenges and unlock the industry's full potential. Speaking at the 30th anniversary celebration of Port News held in Lagos, Oni delivered a stirring welcome address that blended personal reflection with a passionate appeal for reform.
I'm very hopeful that it will effect a change for the better on issues that have stalled of the Nigerian maritime industry and of us as individuals. I started Port News not believing that it will survive, because I had worked in the first maritime newspaper called Freight Monitor, and it packed up after 10 months. Yes, after that it packed up. It was not well received by the sector. They said, well, we don't want close media attention here. We were rejected. I became jobless, but not hopeless. I had this little change that my friend Ikechukwu Jubunon, who discovered that that money could print even one edition of Port News. We went to Vanguard newspaper here in Arapa. They have this commercial printing press, and printed the very first edition of Port News on the 6th of November 1995, exactly 30 years today.
He credited early support from Bashir Adewale Adeni, then Public Relations Officer at Tinkan Customs Command and now Comptroller General of Customs, for helping the publication survive its infancy.
We had no money to print the next edition, but God Almighty is ever sufficient. The present Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, who was then the Public Relations Officer at Tinkan Customs Command, called me to his office and gave me some words of advice. He gave me some names of agents to meet. Tell them you are from me. I did, and Port News survived. The people he introduced to really helped. May God bless them.
The Tinkan Customs Command has continued to work according to the legal rules as approved by government. The commander says that his command will make sure that revenue is collected to the last couple.
Bashir Adewale Adeni, Comptroller General of Customs, hereby commission this renovation building for our future generation. May God be with us.
3 months ago, the Nigeria Customs Service Tinkan Island Port Command renovated the Christ Assembly Nursery and Primary School, a gesture that brought smiles, comfort, and renewed confidence to pupils and teachers alike. Now they are back, not for ceremony, but to see the impact of the service's generous intervention.
In our environment, people tend to take things for granted, right? Most of since it's government. I came here, I met the toilets, the way we left them, the way we reconstructed and left, and more importantly, which is very instructive, the ICT. We provided with laptops, right? We only provided with cover for the laptops, but the head teacher went ahead to provide cover for the laptops. For me, that was most instructive.
After the renovation, I employed the guard to control the gate, to control the movement of children out of the school. And then we have cleaners. Moving to the toilet area is well maintained. So that one alone, nobody that will come here see the way the whole place is, that will not bring the children in.
This commitment to sustaining community-driven projects aligns with the policy thrust of the Controller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, anchored on collaboration, consolidation, and innovation.
Part of the innovation is what we are doing. We are doing things differently from what is the norm. We are doing things differently from what customs is known for. Customs is now impacting on the lives of people positively. That is very instructive, and I'm very happy.
It's a good one. Like I always say, they are not just behaving like the Africans that will just do a project and leave. They came around, it shows they know what they are doing, they know their onion. I would like to appreciate them. Formerly, the school is close to 2,000. When the building was bad, the total population reduced drastically. They're like 600 and something. But now, you see people leaving their schools, transferring themselves down to this school because of the facilities that they have here in this school. Most especially the playground, the ICT at my back.
From the classrooms to the library and the sick bay, everything tells the story of responsible stewardship and renewed pride in learning.
The learning activities have changed because formerly the learning atmosphere is not so conducive. But now the children, they sit well in the class, they don't push each other, no fighting on their seats. They enjoy learning more than before. I register children every day. We don't base on money. Bring your children. We are ready to teach. In fact, I'm the locust HM in Najif.
The renovation stands as a clear demonstration of how partnership and commitment can transform education at the grassroots.
It is a great honor because most children outside this school call it like a private school because they teach everything. For example, our playing ground is only one seesaw. This swing is bad, but now they have made it a new one. Another one, our toilet. Before, everywhere was just messed up. Margot was there and the thing was dirty. You cannot even use the toilets again. But now we are there because Nigeria Customs Services assess 3 new toilets that we in this class assembly can use. Another thing, the one that surprised me most is the raincoat they gave to us. And I don't even know, how did they know that we need raincoats?
I like the school because everywhere is now neat and the school is now fine. Like the playground is now fine and you can be comfortable in the playground. And goes to the toilet. The toilet is now clean and tidy. I'm so proud.
It has really motivated me to work harder because of the conducive environment and then what they've given to the children, and then the children find it comfortable learning. So it gives me that motivation for me to teach more. It gives me that energy for me to be able to impart knowledge in them.
The change has brought in more pupils in Christ Assembly. And also, teachers now can teach in a very conducive classrooms. You know, when children are in a class that is not conducive, they hardly learn. But now they sit comfortably, they can see clearly in the class, even when the weather is dark, they can see, they pay more attention due to the new things in the classroom.
The story of Christ Assembly Nursery Primary School remains a powerful testament to the enduring value of community development.
Thank you, Nigeria Customs, for all you do. We love you.
As part of community engagement, the Customs Area Controller visited the Olu of Iwa and Apapa Kingdom, seeking royal blessings and reaffirming customs partnership with host communities. From ports to classrooms and beyond, the Nigeria Customs Service continues to redefine its role, not just as a revenue collector, but as a true partner in national development.
Just before I round up this week's edition of the program Customs Sport, we brought you a report where one of the ports in the country sees trucks worth millions of naira from operators in that port. For me, Egiseme Etinye, thanks for watching.